Well, hello everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Pecan Grove. Out in the heat of the day, guys. It's in the 80s out here today. Wind's blowing a little bit. Look like we got a cloud coming up yonder. We're trying to get out here and get some work done.
It's actually like, what, 4 o'clock?
It is 4:15 in the afternoon and it's in the 80s, okay? It is hot. But we got to get it done. We're going to order a couple of hundred sweet potato slips because for me to get 600 this year was my goal. It was going to take us no more than I had planted up there. It was going to take us about another month or two to come up with that many. So I told Wanda, I said, let's look online and see if we can find some, because our stores around here, they don't even carry sweet potato slips. So we went online and we got to looking. Well, we found several places to purchase them at, but they wanted like $1 to $2 per slip. And I said, no, I'm not paying that. Just not gonna do it. So we located a place in Tennessee called George's
Plant farm.
George's Plant Farm. Now, not Georgia, but George, like a man's name, George. George's Plant Farm. I called them, and guys, I was able to get 500 sweet potato slips for $100. I mean, and look, they look good. I mean, these are the Beauregards. I couldn't pass it up. I mean, look at this. This is 500 of them in this bucket here.
Even if we gave some away, I mean.
Well, even if I get through, I have room now. I fixed it where I have room to plant 700. Instead of 600, I can get 700 in here. So, knowing what I know is fixing to happen in the world, I told Wanda, I said, just get to 500. We got extra ones coming up in our tubs. I'll gift them to people and everything. These are all one variety Beauregards, which is, we like them. You know what? I couldn't pass it up, you know?
So shout out to George's Plant Farm.
Yes, shout out to George's Plant Farm. Look, I even called our local feed stores and gave them George's phone numbers. Of course, I asked them first if it would be okay, and they said yes, because our local people here said, we can't find nowhere to buy any yet and be able to sell them. And I called them and told them, I said, look, I just got to deal with these people. Look at that. Now, you don't get no better than that. I mean, mine's that pretty. I mean, look.
And they're not wet.
Nope.
They're not slimy.
They're no slimy. They're nothing. I mean,
the leaves are still healthy.
Healthy. Now, these were 2-day express shipped to us for, I think we paid $114 with shipping, taxes, everything for 500 slips. Now, I don't care in whose book that is not a bad deal. Now, the ones I've already growed myself, they are looking fantastic.
They do.
I mean, you look at them. Those are beautiful.
They've been in the ground, what, a week?
Been in the ground a week. So we got a little bit of rain the other day. Well, the day before yesterday, we got a ½ an inch. Yesterday, we got a ¼ of an inch. So we've gotten 3/4 of an inch all together. The ground is a little bit moist.
And the wind's blowing.
Yes, the wind is blowing. All I got to do now, look at this.
That's perfect.
I mean, you just come along here and you just drop them. Take the fork and stick, shove them in the ground. The ground is kind of moist. You just pack some dirt around them.
As wet as it is, we don't even have to come water them, really.
No, you don't have to water these. I'm ecstatic. God is good. I don't care what anybody says. God put these in our hands because I was praying, Lord, you know what's fixing to happen in this country, and I need all my sweet potatoes up and going before the summer does what it's going to do this year. I need these things. I need an early start on them. And I'm going to tell you what. He made it happen. I give him all the glory for this. I mean, literally all the glory. Because it's just, it's by his grace that we found these. Because we were going to buy from, there's a company called Steel. We were going to buy from them, and they were a little expensive.
I think the cheapest I could have got them was 50 or 75 cents a plant.
Yeah.
And Steel 200 was going to cost us.
Oh, 200 is going to cost us $100 something dollars.
It was 100 or 150 for 200.
At 50 cents, it was going to cost us $100 to get 200 of them. So I told her, I says, look, just go with this other company, get the 500 for $100, and don't be worried about it. Let's just do it, you know.
Their lady that answers the phone is amazing.
Oh, yes.
Works really well with you. She's great. So, shout out to George's, y'all.
Yeah,
they did a wonderful job.
They have YouTube videos, so you can go look at their YouTube stuff.
Yes. Oh, is it George's Plant Farm?
Yeah.
It's called George's Plant Farm.
George's
I'll try
Plant
and link
Farm.
it.
I went and looked at their videos. It shows, I mean, they got several different ones of them, but it shows him. He's actually planting his sweet potatoes the old-fashioned way. He tilled the ground up, took a rake, and raked up a bed, and then raked the top off on it. Of course, he fertilized it first. But I was sold. When I saw that, I was sold.
The man knows what he's doing.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to put the camera down, throw out the plant so he can just walk through and cover. And we're going to see how many 500 we can get done this afternoon.
Yeah, because we got to pick English peas tomorrow.
Yeah. Y'all see this? Powdery mildew.
Powdery mildew set in.
But look, the peas are still just hanging. So we got to pick peas tomorrow.
Okay, I'm tired now. It is 6:30. We started at 4. And hour and a half. No, wait, 5 is 2.5 hours. So 2.5 hours. We planted, I've got 5 rows. We're averaging 130 per row. That figures to be what, 650 slips out right now. And I still have a whole row that I haven't planted. So.
And we still have enough to do that row in the bucket.
There was some in the bundles that was just a little bit small, and the roots just weren't quite where I wanted them. So I told Wanda, I said, just throw them back in the water. I said, I'll put them out another day. Plus what we've got growing. We've got a bunch growing ourselves. So we have plenty. Not going to do without, that's for sure. But I just walked through the potatoes 3 days ago at the very end down yonder, about 10 plants in. I found 2 bushes that had, we call them rubber bugs, or just immature potato beetles. Had 2 bushes that had some on them. We've never had them on this property. And I annihilated them as soon as I seen them. And it's been 3 days. I went back down there, and there is none on the plants anywhere. So I think I got them. That's why it's so important to walk it and check it, you know, and make sure if you see something, just get it. Now, a while ago, I killed 5 stink bugs. It's not cool right now, but it's late in the evening, and they don't really fly that well late in the evening. So I was able to get rid of the stink bugs that I seen. And I noticed coming back, there was a little onion laid over. It's done all it's going to do. And I noticed right here, we have another one that the neck has broke over on, so we need to get it.
What about that big old one there? It's laying over. I'm not sure if it's broke or if it's just... it's probably about done.
It's broke over, yeah. It's done all it's going to do.
That's a good onion.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a good onion. I mean, you look at that. I can't reach around it. It's probably 3.5, 4 inches in diameter. So
and I went back and put some of our ribbons back out all around, just in case.
I just walked through and thinned 3 more rows of the sweet corn. I still got another 2 to go, and then I got all the Jimmy Red I got to thin out. This little rain we got a 1/2 inch one day, 1/4 inch the other day. Guys, God was so good. about the way he gave the rain. I mean, it was so gentle. It wasn't no hard rain. It just a good, gentle rain. And I mean, it just watered this garden perfect. My little okra plants I put out in yonder are standing up, doing good. Didn't beat them down. I mean, I feel so blessed. The garden this year is fantastic. Now, the English peas here, the powdery mildew, just like we told you guys, we knew it would hit, and it has. I mean, just like clockwork, it never fails. So, we got some, you know, we got some good peas still on them here. Got some ladybugs up in there.
Lots more ladybugs.
Lots
today.
more ladybugs than we've had. So, I'm probably going to try to mix me up some baking soda and come in here and spray this one last time so that possibly we get like one more picking after this one. We picked 6 gallons the first time, 10 gallons the second time, and I don't know what we're going to pick tomorrow, but
we'll see.
We have to pick tomorrow, that's for sure. We've been working over at Deep South Homestead. I've been putting down flooring. Been on my knees for 2 days straight now. I told Wanda, I said, I got to have a break. I got to get off my knees.
So he's going to be sitting on his booty,
I'm
picking
beans.
beans.
On my behind tomorrow, picking beans.
All right,
Then,
let's see if we got any more onions.
Yep, let's check the onions.
Not bad.
Not bad. Look at that.
3 of them's really good
3 of them's
size.
really good. A couple of them's little bitty ones, but you know what? They'll eat. You're going to chop them up when you eat them anyway. That's the way I look at it.
99% of the time we do.
Yep. I was just checking to see how well the roots are hanging on. Roots are doing pretty good. In the high tunnel, you could do that, and the roots just, like they was almost rotten, you know, they fell off. So, look at that one with the ant bed around it there.
Mm-hmm.
It's fire ants. Look at this.
You're going to make them move, aren't you?
It's my onion. Y'all can't have it.
All right.
All right. Go hang these up. Let them be drying. We'll put them in the high tunnel. See if we can't get them hung up where they'll dry. And I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow or some other time. And see if we can't get some English peas picked. Before I go on this video, I want to invite you all to go over to and check out George's Plant Farm. Guys, I've bought sweet potato slips from a lot of companies over the years. This company this year, and I did not tell them I was a YouTube channel. I did not open my mouth about that. And that is some of the prettiest sweet potato slips I've ever got in my life, other than what I've grown myself. I mean, mine, you know, of course it's mine. I do grow here, and mine are like this right here, you know, because I can let them go and get like that before I pull them. Theirs is probably some of the prettiest and some of the best looking slips I've ever bought from any company.
And they're standing up. I mean,
I don't know how to explain it. They weren't slimy. They weren't all wet and mushy feeling. I mean, they literally came packaged real well. I was blown away. They were just so pretty. I just believe God led me to them so that I could help other people figure out where to get some good slips from. I can't say enough good about them, because they literally gave us, didn't give us, I mean, we bought them, but the prettiest sweet potato slips I've ever bought anywhere. I mean, they come packaged in a box, and when I looked at the roots, they were all cut off smooth. The tops were all cut off smooth, like they went through a machine or something, you know. And they were packaged. I think it was originally supposed to be 25 to a bundle, but there was probably like 30 or 35 in each bundle. And I mean, guys, what we had left over is what most people buy. Now these here are the ones we didn't plant. And I want you to look at this. These are better than what you buy from most people, and this is what was left over. I mean,
we're going to let these grow, and we'll plant these in a couple of days.
In a couple of days, we'll put these in the ground.
But the reason we didn't plant some of them were, like, some of them didn't have that much root. Some of them were just small.
I mean, they were still...
They're still good
slips. I mean, they're still nice long slips. It's just that they just didn't quite have enough root for me to put in the ground. Now, they would probably grow without no problem. I mean, and I know they will.
Sweet potatoes are very resilient.
They are very resilient. But you guys know me. I mean, you take like this one. Now, this one would have grown perfectly fine. It's got some roots. It's got some little leaves starting on it right there. It even got roots way up here. I mean, I just said, you know what? Let's just give them another few days. I mean, like this one here. You look at that. That is a real pretty sweet potato slip. It just did not have...
It's starting to root here, and here, and up here. So we're going to put them in water and just let them go ahead and root well before we put these
before I put them
out
in the ground. And there's, I mean, like I said, that's what's left over. We put the better ones in the field, and in 2 days, them right there will be just as pretty as all of them were. And I'll have enough right there to do that other row. And once I do that other row, I will have... Oh my goodness, I'll have 750, I'll have 780. I have never planted that many before. I mean, never. And everybody's going to ask, what am I going to do with all those sweet potatoes? Well, I don't rightly know yet. I know we're going to probably can most of them that we can. We're going to have a lot of sweet potato fries. We're going to have a lot of sweet potato desserts. We're going to give to the family because the family doesn't really grow any, so we'll be able to bless our family. We got several friends that we probably will be able to bless with some. It's just that I have the space because I didn't plant the Danny corn here this year, and why not? You know, because years ago I was known as the Sweet Potato King, and I'm just going to live up to that name. Thank you guys from Pecan Grove.